Hello. My speech today is in response to Robert DeAnya's claim that Cowboys are America's team. His main points include that the Dallas Cowboys logo is the iconic star, and this symbolizes the American flag the best. The second is that the Cowboys are clearly the most popular team in America based on jersey sales. And thirdly, that the Cowboys are the most polarizing team in the league. In response to the first claim that the Cowboys logo best exemplifies the American flag, well, if we look at the Patriots, their logo better exemplifies the American flag if we're following this logic. The Cowboy logo is a blue star against a white background, whereas the Patriots logo is a white star against blue and red, and the flag. Now the counter argument that the speaker made was that the Patriots don't have the history that the Cowboys do, where the Patriots have been caught cheating, and so they don't best exemplify the American spirit. But a confession from Tony Casillas, a Cowboy player, stated that during the years where they won the most amount of Super Bowls, they were using DMSO. DMSO is an anti-inflammatory. It is not illegal in the sport because it is a not horse tranquilizer. It's a medicine used for horses. The way that it works is that you rub it on your skin, and then your blood can absorb more oxygen. This is called blood doping. Blood doping is illegal in the sport. And so while the claim is that the Cowboys, even though their symbol isn't as good as the Patriots, that we can define them as exemplary for the Americans because they haven't cheated like the Patriots have. But in reality, all football teams cheat. And so this is not a good rubric for defining which team is the best team that exemplifies America. In response to the second, the Cowboys in 2016 had the most jersey source with their jersey sales, with their top being, within the top 14 being Cowboy players. This statistic shows that their team is well supported in the NFL, except that this statistic is skewed by the time frame that it is set in. In 2016, among the top 14 were Dallas Cowboys players. But after the Super Bowl 2017, the top jersey being sold now is Tom Brady, which is explainable, as jersey sales are correlated generally with wins and success rather than the general support from the neighboring team. And to further dive into the false assumption that this large support represents that the Cowboys are the most supported in America, the average attendance per game in Dallas is 91,000, which is 15% higher than the next one, which is New York, expectedly, which is 78,000 per game on average. This shows that their team is very well supported by the community in Texas. But if we examine Texas as a function of population, Texas has 20 million people, whereas New York has 8 million. So we show that on average, more people go to Cowboy games, but more people live in Texas than they do in New York. So basing off of this, in response to these three claims, my claim is that the Cowboys are not the best representative of America's team. They have cheated. Their logo is not the best one that exemplifies the American flag. The star is blue, the star is not white. Despite jersey sales, this statistic is not accurate in determining that they are the most popular, but rather that they are very supported, and that the community in Texas is very enriched. Their culture is very enriched, very connected with football, as it always been. Since the 1919, they were named Cowboys, an American icon that they still had during that time. And thirdly, that even though on average there are more people that attend Cowboy games than any other games in the United States, it's still not an accurate representation of the entire America as a whole. Because within different cities, there are different populations, and those populations affect this statistic. And so, so that is my claim. Thank you.
Well, structurally, everything's easy to follow. I thought that you explained yourself on the first point, using the contrast between the different colors. That's fine. I think there might be some discussion about whether that premise is a valid way of determining that they are, in fact, America's team. I think there's probably some other standards that you could go by, but you don't offer anything other than the one challenge. And I did like the challenge about their cheating, that sort of thing. It wouldn't surprise me that you'd be able to find a lot of other things about the Cowboys that were problematic, and I think that might have made your argument a little bit better. It was a stretch if DMSO is not against the rules. You just kind of equivocated as blood doping, and I'm not sure that the rules would suggest that that's the case. On the second point, the sale of the jerseys, I thought you had a reasonable press on this one because of the Tom Brady surge after the Super Bowl. That makes perfect sense. And I think you could probably be a little bit more assertive and suggest that it's likely that the Cowboys' current popularity will dwindle since they choked once again in the playoffs. And since it's been whatever it is, almost 25 years since they've been in the Super Bowl, that might be one of those things that is hyperbole in history as opposed to something that is contemporary. The attendance thing, that's an interesting point to say that, when you're representing the size of a population, there's an issue there. I'm not exactly sure that you make the best comparison there. There might be some other arguments about, for example, ratings of games on television, number of tickets sold, the price that they get for tickets, that sort of thing. Those might have been some better figures for you to use. But your press here is okay. I don't think it'll get you very far in the long run, though. All right, thank you.